What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We back here with some more FabvL. This time we checking out a Thorfinn rap. No one to blame. Let's go ahead, shut up and turn it up. Oh, it's interesting. He tied the what was that? What was that at the beginning? It said it was a prequel to Lost or something like that, as if like a song Lost. Okay. You know, this, I ended up binge watching this anime in 2 days, and it took a while to grow on me. One thing that I loved absolutely was the music production was absolutely on crack. Hans Zimmer type stuff. I made a tweet about it. I still can't get it out of my head. So I'm glad that FabvL's going kind of like that route, right? As almost like a respect, because the music literally was crazy. You gotta kind of go about this like a dramatic type of, like, you gotta hear the strings going like, and then you got some crashes going in, and of course the 808 and the kicks is going hard, because you know we still gotta get that grittiness in here. And of course we have the stuff in the background. No one to blame is what it's saying, and it's echoing, right? Almost like a madness or chaos that's going on in the head, because you can't really make sense of it. I thought I love when things are like reverbed and pushed to the back and then repeated. That's what I immediately think, that these are thoughts that's going on in your head. All right.
I'm so sick of this bullshit. You're living in my head, it's extortion. You never cared then and you'll never care now. So I'll make my own way, give a fuck if you're proud, but you...
It's interesting. You live in my head, it's extortion, right? I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced this. You know, obviously FabvL has, making this song from his point of perspective and everything. When somebody lives in your head and they know that they're living in your head, right? They might as well just control you and everything. But what he said right here, where he says, but I don't care, I'll make my own way, right? What you're failing to realize is that even though you believe that you're making your own way, they still have that control over you. You just have that illusion pulled over you that you're going your own way, when really you're just being stringed along.
Never cared then and you'll never care now. So I'll make my own way, give a fuck if you're proud, but you took it all from me, now I'm hopeless. Drowning in my thoughts as an ocean. Filling up my heart, why you happy when I'm down? I'ma make you feel it, maybe then I'll come around.
And then this is, so right after he said, you know, you live in my head, extortion, and he says, I'll make my own way. It's almost kind of like after you've learned what's going on, right? That this is now the resolution, the way that I've decided that I'm going to go and everything. So I like that. It's like a,
from me, now I'm hopeless. Drowning in my thoughts as an ocean. Filling up my heart, why you happy when I'm down? I'ma make you feel it, maybe then I'll come around. Got no mercy for myself.
And that's the issue that he said, and maybe then I'll come around. But we all know, I mean, you guys have seen in anime, is that generally that's not how it works. When you have a reason for doing certain things and you know it's kind of like detrimental to your health, and you're banking all of it on maybe you'll come around after you find that resolution, the reality is the more time that you end up spending, the more time that you end up spending attempting to do something or maybe get revenge or to get justice and everything, the more time you do it, the more it becomes a part of your life, right? It almost becomes the sole purpose of your life, to where even if you did find a resolution, you're not gonna know what to do afterwards. But it's that same thought that can actually make you kind of drag your feet, right? Because you're like, oh, I need to get this accomplished, otherwise I can't live my life. But then in the back of your head, you're like, even if I did get this accomplished, what am I going to do then? And it's kind of like that dangerous cycle that just goes on continuously, just kind of goes on and on and on in your head. And it gets to the point to where you just simply do nothing, right? You kind of just go with the flow and hoping that something changed. Very dangerous stuff. So I'm glad he's sees what he's talking about here.
Why you happy when I'm down? I'ma make you feel it, maybe then I'll come around. Got no mercy for myself, please make me disappear. Every day I spend my time wishing you were here.
Yep.
Became the fucking person that I swore that I would fear. Guess that's just what happens when you shatter every mirror. I'm depressed, I'm a mess, but I swear that I'll make it all right. Yeah, I got the devil in my head, he keeps telling me I'm dead, but I'm still here sleeping all right. Fight for my
Wind it. The choir. Pay attention to the title, right? No one to blame. And I believe that right there is the hard pill to swallow. At the at the end of the day, right, we are responsible for our own emotions, right? Regardless of what happens in the past and possibly some stuff that happens in the future and everything. At the end of the day, it's no one to blame. It's all on you, right? Now, of course, hearing that news doesn't necessarily make things okay or make it easier to kind of get through the day. But I feel like once that resolution is there, that there's literally no one to blame, right? You're doing this to yourself. As soon as you have that realization, I feel like it could get a little bit easier, or at least you're aware of what's going on and you kind of take a step towards getting better. You know what I mean? But if you're still stuck in that cycle, like Thorfinn was, who couldn't realize that all of this stuff that was happening, him being stringed along, was his own doing. Askeladd knew. He knew that he had him controlled. He was like, bro, you need to just move on. He even told him a story. He had a similar story, right? And you just kind of move this to apply it to like real life stuff. I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of things out here that's motivated some of our life decisions. Like it's based off some things that were done to us, or maybe the other way around, maybe things that we've done to other people. And like you said, it's just kind of just demons. It just feels like it's just roadblocked us over your head, but you don't know how to move forward. So you just proceed and hope for the best. You know what I mean? Dangerous cycle.
It's never the same, just look what you made me. I live with the pain, you live to enrage me. Got nothing to gain, so I'll make you hate me. I won't ever break, yeah, I lost it all. But when you're in the gutter, there ain't no one left to fall. I got everything to take, no more time to stall. Somehow I just gotta crawl. Try to take my pride, try to feed me shame. Try to take my life, try to feed me pain. I don't know what's right, I just know I hate everything about all the things you say. No, I'm not alright, I won't be okay. All I do is fight, but it's all in vain. I got no more light, they put out my flame. Got no end in sight, but you'll know my name. Yeah, you'll know my name. Yeah, misery is the only thing that I know. And if you knew what I felt inside, well then maybe I'd let you go. And to the people I've lost, I'm so fucking sorry I'm on this road. But when your life becomes hell, then only the devil welcomes you home.
Bro, my goodness, bro. See, that's that real talk right there. Yo, he done put it in words, man. He done put everything you need to hear right there in words for us. Plain to see right there. And also, it's the realization, right? It's like, I know I'm in hell. I know I'm sitting here wrestling with the devil, but I just simply can't get out of it, right? And every time I think about a reason as to get out of it, I got nothing to look forward to. This has to be my life. There's no other way. There's no other way moving forward, right? It's it's literally a pebble that has been put in front of you. This is going to be probably a horrible analogy. It's like a pebble, like you're walking on the road, and this pebble is like right there in front of you, right? You've obstructed your road. How do I move forward? Oh, I could just step over it, right? But what if I trip over it? What if I trip over it and I fall and I bust my head? You know what I mean? What if I slip and I actually do the splits? These thoughts, that these what if scenarios and everything makes that pebble bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until all of a sudden you lose sight on what the original problem was. Right. So if we compare this to the anime and everything, I'll tell you this horrible analogy. We compare this to the anime. Askeladd done killed Thor's, and then, Thorfinn allowed that situation to get that hate to get bigger because he could have, not necessarily forgive him, but he could have You would think something like that will pass in time, right? It's hard to mourn over. I mean, it's not hard, but mourning over death is never easy, right? But eventually it does get better and better and better over time. The issue that happened with Thorfinn is that he didn't allow that rage to settle. Right, he couldn't get over it. And then when we're talking about like in real life terms and everything, this is why it's like important to go through those like stages of grief, regardless of what it is. It doesn't always have to be like death related, but it's important to go through those stages, because if you get stuck at any one of them, right, then that's when all those questions and stuff starts coming in your head, and you don't really know how to process. You don't really know how to deal with it. All you know is how to just keep going day by day by day, dealing with these hellish issues, well, without specifically looking for a solution. You know what I mean? So yeah, he just summed it all up right there.
If you knew what I felt inside, well then maybe I'd let you go. And to the people I've lost, I'm so fucking sorry I'm on this road. But when your life becomes hell, then only the devil welcomes you home. Fight for my demons, so blinded by shame, branded a heathen and left in the rain. All out of reasons, my heart can't be tamed. Fucked up my head, I got no one to blame. No, no. No one to blame. No, no. No one to blame.
Man, that choir. That's right on theme right there too. Yeah, I can tell you, when I was watching this anime, I had thoughts and stuff that was just filling everywhere. I had a hard time trying to condense everything I learned, because what he was going through, and it's this type of issue that FabvL, it can be so complex, right? It's like the solution is simple, but the going through the actions or explaining what's going on is is the complicated things, right? Too long didn't read version, I guess, if I was to sum everything up, right? Because I feel like my thoughts have just been kind of everywhere while I was watching this, would be, yeah, see, I still can't. It's too much to talk about. I feel like FabvL done did a pretty good job. I at least attempted to try to break it down, or at least from my point of understanding. But the biggest thing here was, what he said, that there's no one to blame, right? All these hellish things. And in the song, he gives us reasons as to why he's feeling this way, where if you listen to it, or you listen to what he's saying and everything, you're like, okay, I can understand why you're going through these things and everything. Yeah, for sure. If I was in your place, I could understand that blame. Like, yeah, blame him and everything. But at the end of the day, the more time it's taking for you to get over that, it eventually disappears. And then people ask him, what are you doing? Like, that happened like years ago. How are you still not over it? You've allowed yourself to be captured by all this hatred and everything. And now that all this time has passed and you're still hanging on to it, it is only you to blame. And that's the hard pill. That's that hard pill to swallow. We've all been in situations like this, super small, some of them super large, where we know that the reason why we are angry is mainly because of us. Some of us don't even know, but I tell people this all the time. You are in control of your own emotions. And that at the end of the day, that's another heart. There's so many pills here. Okay. I feel like I'm just rambling right now. Anyways, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.